Welcome into Steelers Latest, your daily spot for all news and information about your Pittsburgh Steelers. Remember to like and subscribe to the channel if you enjoy the content to stay up to date with everything Steelers. But let's get rolling with the regular season, only 39 days away. I thought I'd shift gears and focus a little bit more on that. And with preseason, I mean, literally next weekend, the Steelers will play against the Jaguars in their first preseason game. So that's very exciting. Training camps really ramping up. But I wanted to talk about the regular season because I think there's something very important about our schedule. We have the sixth hardest schedule in the league entering this year. Uh, but the first 5 games, very winnable games. Uh, you got the Jets away to start the season, home against the Seahawks, in New England versus the Patriots, home in Ireland against Minnesota, and then home against Cleveland. All 5 very winnable games. After that, though, it gets really, really tough. You got teams like the Bengals twice, the Packers, Chargers, Bills, the Ravens twice, Dolphins, Lions. We're all gonna have to play all those in the back half of the season. But the first 5 games, we have to get out to that hot start. We need the team to start strong. It sucks that Aaron Rodgers took a little bit longer to join the team because last time he did that with the Jets, they got off to a slow start. He finished the season strong last year, but the first 8 games, they struggled a lot. So hopefully he can avoid those struggles this year. Hopefully he is able to pick up on our system a little faster. Hopefully our offense isn't going to rely as much on Rodgers as the Jets wanted to. I think with the first 5 games, all those teams being either mediocre to bad teams, in my opinion. I think Minnesota's the best one out of them all. They have an opportunity to probably be a one and done team in the playoffs. Is my like ceiling for Minnesota this year? Probably just like the Steelers, one and done unhyped team. But if we don't get off to the hot start, probably gonna be Mike Tomlin's losing season. I know we always do catch a couple wins against tougher opponents. We always able to squeak it out. We got a full team. We get full team wins a lot of the time over the past couple years because we haven't had really good quarterback play. So we will win a couple games that we're not really expecting. But after that first 5 games, a lot of the rest of the schedule is basically a 50-50. I mean, besides the Browns and the Colts, basically 50-50 against every other team. So it is going to be really important in those first 5 games through the first 6 weeks of the season to be 4-1, maybe 5-0. If we're not there, it's probably going to be a 9-8, 8-9, 7-9, and 10 type season if we are struggle in any of these early games. Uh, the good news is if we struggle early, we can know that our hopes shouldn't be too high for the rest of the year. But if they come all firing and we go 5-0 in that 5 game stretch, oh buddy, the Steelers are going to the Super Bowl is going to be flying through my mind because it's that easy to get me all the way back on board and get me going crazy for my boys in the black and yellow. But let's move on to Roman Wilson. As see a lot of potential in Roman Wilson entering this season. Probably gonna be going under the radar to opposing defenses because of DK Metcalf and Calvin Austin slated to be wide receiver 2, and Austin kind of proven last year, kind of breaking out, semi breakout last year with the stat line he was able to produce. Roman Wilson just yesterday was seen 30 minutes after practice working out on the jugs machine again, getting some extra reps in. So I love to see that. He's entering that red shirt rookie season, dealt with injury all of last year. Hopefully doesn't affect him much anymore. He's feeling 100% healthy. Hopefully he can piece together a great season. Having a veteran quarterback in there like Aaron Rodgers, someone you know who can deliver the ball if he's protected, also leans very positively into Roman Wilson's ability to kind of stand out this year on the Steelers offense, someone maybe going into this season, you're not really expecting too much out of. He could be a 40 to 50 catch guy. I could see that definitely happening, especially if he Robert Woods, I think, is gonna be a nice rotation piece, but I don't think he's gonna really get that too many reps. In my opinion, it should be the younger guys. Roman Wilson should be out there. If he is out there, I really do think he can get over that 50 catch threshold with someone like Aaron Rodgers throwing him the ball. Staying with the offense, though, let's move up to the offensive line as got a little bit of positive update as Broderick Jones, the injury he suffered Sunday, it was non-disclosed, unspecified what the injury exactly was, but it wasn't too severe, thank Jesus, because he's expected to return today to training camp. Always great to hear because he is going to be playing a key role for the Steelers this season. I mean, he's been in a key role at right tackle the past couple of years since he's been in the league, but now bouncing over to left tackle. I know it's not that hard of a transition. I know you're just shifting the way you're dropping back in your blocking stances on those pass plays, basically. But we need him on the field and getting as many reps as possible, getting as comfortable at left tackle as possible, just because he has struggled in his first couple years in the NFL. He really can't struggle this year. If Broderick Jones struggles, the team's gonna struggle. I'm sorry to say it. Him playing that blindside position makes him one of the most important, probably the most important offensive lineman on the team. If he can't protect Aaron Rodgers this year, that could lead to injury. But without even Aaron Rodgers getting injured, it just would lead to an awful season if Jones continues to struggle. Once again, penalties got to go down, and the sacks got to go down for Broderick Jones because he's been struggling throughout his time in the NFL, but hopefully the change of position helps out and he can find his way this year. And maybe this will be the breakout season where we stop hearing Jones, his name, every weekend in a negative light. Let's wrap up this show, though, with some minor roster tweaks as the Steelers made a couple moves Tuesday. Um, to the roster. They waived linebacker Jeremiah Moon and wide receiver Montana Lamonius Craig. Uh, they also brought in defensive tackle Dominique Davis, tight end Kevin Falsh, and running back Lou Nichols. Nothing too major there. A bunch of kind of role players, kind of people competing for roster spots getting shifted around. The biggest name being released is actually Cordero Patterson, someone I mentioned we could see get released from the Steelers before the regular season comes upon us. And they didn't even let him to make it to one preseason game as Cordero Patterson. He kind of announced himself on Monday that he was going to get released by the Steelers, and the Steelers made it official on Tuesday. But he has that will end his lackluster Steelers run that one year where him and Arthur Smith were supposed to have a bond, and Cordero Patterson was supposed to be good for us and give us another option out of the backfield. And he really didn't do too much production for the Steelers. So had to get him out of here. Let's roll with Caleb Johnson and Jalen Moore and Kenneth Gainwell. We don't need Cordero Patterson anymore. So he is out of the building. But that has been it from Steelers Latest. I've been your host, Cole Dennis, and I will see you tomorrow.